heading out from Big Portage Lake, which is the trailhead. So far the path's been pretty smooth. It's pretty wide, but I think that's going to narrow up as we get farther along. This is kind of a wide path, but I can believe that the campers use this as a trekking, a little 1 mile, 2 mile trek. I'm sure it's going to narrow up a bit as the farther we get in. Mosquitoes this morning, not too bad. Temperature's about 68 right now. It's not long after 9 o'clock. So first mile, of course, is always the break-in mile for the old legs. Probably a little bit more out of breath than I would be normally. But once that first mile's out of the way, legs are warmed up, and we can, if the trail keeps going like this, we can really put some miles in real quick. So, okay, catch you later. So today I'm rocking the new backpack. So far so good. We'll see. It's a big test for this. This is a 32-mile hike, so over a few days. So we're gonna soon find out where the rub spots are. It's pretty heavily weighted down. My base weight is probably about, I don't know, 16 pounds, 15 pounds. I did bring the Lanshan 2 with me this time. That's my backpack there. It's got all nice little pockets in the front here. It's got pockets in the waist belt. Let's see, got some stuff in there. I've got my GoPro camera mount on here as well, so I think it was comfortable. It's a 60-litre pack, unlike my just let me a minute. I'll swap you over here. Unlike my my other pack, my green pack, which is 85-litre. So which it was a bit of a struggle to get everything in. I bought, what with all the food, and I've bought 2.5 litres of water, because the first water is 10 miles out, and I'm not going to make the mistake I have in the past of not having enough water. But consequently the backpack is feeling really heavy. The trail does have some of these mile markers along the way, so which is quite handy to let you know how far you travelled. Yeah, so it's good to see mile 1 come up. The legs are feeling a little bit warmer now. I'm feeling warmer all over actually, so it's going to be a warm day, I think. What is kind of nice is this trail isn't shared with mountain bikers, so the trail's in pretty good condition. Some of the trails, like the Waterloo Trail, can get really tore up with mountain bikers, but later on it is shared with horses, so I'm expecting the trail to get a bit gnarlier and a bit lumpier. About 3.5 miles in, we've got this babbling brook, so if you were hurting and needed water, you could definitely get some here. There's a little place, I'm sure people do get water here. I don't need any at the moment, so I'm going to keep bashing on. Okay, catch you later. Just cross Willis Road, by the way, if you want to know where it is. As soon as you cross Willis Road, you come to this brook. But it is another hot day and humid in here, and I'm rationing my water a little bit, but there might be a place we can get some water up here, but when we come off that right hill, we'll see. I don't really need any. I can get to the camp with what I got, but it would be nice to perhaps have a bit more. On the shoulder strap here, I'm kind of liking it on this bag. I can't feel it at all on this bag, whereas I could feel it a little bit on my larger backpack, my 85 litre backpack. But this one, I don't know. So far so good on the backpack. It sits nice on my shoulders. Padding seems pretty good. The back support seems pretty good. This is actually a framed pack. Yeah, with a big foam pad on the back that's like got holes in it. Anyway, so far so good on the pack. We're actually past the 5 mile mark now, so I think I'm past the point of no return, and we're just on our way up to Sack Rider Hill. Sack Rider Hill, kind of interesting. When we get there, I'll tell you the story about the cross. Here we are, Sack Rider Hill. Unfortunately, so that is used to be where a great big cross stood. It was about 10 foot high. It stood here for 70 years. And anyway, so the 1 year the DNR got a complaint about it. Was put down by a local ministry, and they used to have services up here at Easter and Good Friday. But anyway, the DNR eventually took it down in 2018, and but they're still, the ministry is the church ministry is still allowed to bring it back up here on Good Friday and Easter Monday, I think. So for a service. So that's pretty cool. So let's take a look at the map. I'm currently sitting here on top of Sack Rider Hill. There's a nice shady spot in the corner here for all you guys doing this trail. There's a little bench seat. Perfect spot for lunchtime if you started out about 9 o'clock like I did. So 5.5 mile. I've got to go over to here to the Pines Campground. This yellow line that I marked on here shows where I share the trail with the horses. What's it called? Anyway, it's a horse path as well. So I'm expecting the trail to be a little bit more broken up there, but as I said, it's only like 4.5 miles. So I should get there. It's going on about 1:45. I should get there about 3ish, which is perfect. Yes, found a crop of blackberries. It's not needed. All right. Nice. So this is the section I share with horses, and so far, apart from being a bit sandy, it's not been too bad really. A few people out on the trail today. A group of ladies behind me heading for the Pines Campground, same as I. And so I know there's going to be, I think there's 5 sites there, or maybe 6 sites, and they're all taken. So yeah, so it's going to be a busy little campground, I think. Anyway, you can see the sand here, and I'm glad I've got poles because it helps you really balance and keep yourself moving on. So you know, you kind of twist your ankle a little bit, but so a little bit of horsey poop too, but not terrible really. A lot of people said this trail was really terrible with horse poopy, but it's only a little bit. Pretty good. Yeah, pretty good.
Nice day out, isn't it?
Ah, tiring though. Whew.
Hey, it is
Hot.
warm. A little humid.
Yeah,
How you doing today?
pretty good.
Good. How many miles are you going for?
Just 10 today.
10.
Yeah, I'm going to do the whole...
Camp out here somewhere tonight?
Yeah.
Then?
Yeah, there's the pines up here, just 1 mile up. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, have a good night.
Yeah. See ya. And those were the horses. Yes, I'm sharing the trail with big ass horses. Cool, huh? So this was some freaking hard-earned water. Had to go all the way down to the creek to get some. I wasn't gambling on where the horse camp was. There's supposed to be a hand pump there, but I don't know where that is. But there's a couple of signs for the creek, and if you follow the path down there, and you can hear the creek, and there's some horse paths, horse trails that go down by the river, and eventually it pops out at a ford, and a great place to get some water. Of course I filtered this. Looks a bit brown coming straight out of the river. There's 2 litres at the back there in my bag. So anyway, all set up. Site number 2. Got the luncheon 2. Couple of people over there. Quite a group over there. Another couple down there. So anyway, I'm about to have some dinner, and it was a slog. It was a hard slog today. Very warm, and so one funny story. I get here and I find I haven't put in my t-shirt to sleep in. The only shirt I've got is a long sleeve shirt, and really I don't need that. So a brand new shirt, I just cut the sleeves off it, wife beater style, you know. I'll show you the picture of it in a second. And so I think I'm scaring everybody in the camp. But there you go. So not bad. It's not a bad site. I had difficulty getting a flat site, but I think I've got one. I want to start my dinner now and get going. So okay.